Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and we are back here doing another episode prediction video for this week's up-and-coming episode of The Walking Dead. This is Season 7, Episode 11, entitled Hostiles and Calamities. Alright, everybody, so this episode, as we all know, is basically to be set around the Saviors, and, of course, the Sanctuary where Negan lives, and Eugene is going to be back on, as well as we know from Episode 8. He actually got kidnapped by Negan. We all know that. I mean, it's common knowledge at this point. And since then, we haven't really seen Eugene. We don't know what he's going through. I mean, he's probably terrified, the poor guy. We can thank Rosita for that. But either way, as always, all right, the link to this page will be down in the description below. All right, AMC.com. Of course, you guys can follow along. The synopsis for this episode is as follows. An outsider experiences the Sanctuary. And that is all we have, everybody. Again, a very limited synopsis this time around, just like it kind of always is now. They don't really like to give too much away, which I don't mind. I'm totally for it, you know what I mean? So with that being said, we're going to go over the promo in not really, specific detail or anything like that. And we're also going to go over the sneak peek. And the sneak peek is actually the same on Talking Dead and on the one uploaded to the AMC.com YouTube channel. AMC.com. I screwed that up. But either way, it's on both pages. So I will leave a link in the description below for you guys to watch the promo and the sneak peek, of course. Okay. So with that being said, the promo. All right. The promo. We definitely get to know that the Saviors finally found out about Daryl escaping, all right? They're on the hunt for him. We know that in, the first episode of The Walking Dead when it came back, episode 9, when Negan was on the walkie-talkie and stuff. Now, this episode is sort of going backwards in the timeline, this upcoming episode. It would have been set, before Rick was on the road and before he started talking through the walkie-talkie. That's when this episode was set, right when they were coming back from Alexandria with Eugene. So anyways, all throughout the promo, I think Negan's sort of starting to question Dwight's loyalty, or really just starting to question him in general. Like, how could you let this happen? How could you let Daryl escape type of thing? And because of you, Fat Joey died and stuff like that. He's not saying all this stuff, but what I'm saying is that throughout this entire promo, he's basically like, after all this time, Dwight, who are you? And that's when Dwight says, I'm Negan. Still sort of proving his loyalty to him, right? And we get to see in this promo a bunch of people freaking out. Of course, Negan is actually approaching Eugene in a couple of the scenes. We see Eugene arrive at the Sanctuary, and we see him terrified. It looks like he might have seen Daryl's cell, so that might be where he's going. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, they know that Daryl's gone, and now they have Eugene, and they're probably going to take out a bit of their anger on him. And also within this promo, we get to know that someone's also going to get the iron. Who's that going to be? It sort of leads us to believe that it might be Eugene, because when they get the iron ready, Dwight's getting it ready and stuff like that in the furnace. Negan sort of points Lucille over at Eugene, but it's in another scene. It sort of seems out of sequence to me. But it could totally be Eugene, I guess. I'm not sure why they would go that route, but I guess it's possible. Either way, though, I think maybe somebody just broke the rules again, and we're just going to get to see the iron in action again, which is cool because they did a pretty good job with it the first time, and I definitely am interested in seeing it again. That sounds sick. I'm interested to see someone's face get burnt the fuck off. Anyway, yeah, so within this promo, we see people freaking out, throwing dressers. Dwight's in his room again, and we know that Daryl messed his room up badly, ate his peanut butter, and, he's probably pretty salty about that. But Dwight's, throwing around some things in his room, it looks like. And, of course, at the end of the promo, Negan actually says, don't you worry, you know that we will find him. And that's when the promo ends, all right? Now, with that being said, there's a lot more shots than that. There's a lot more detail probably gone into this promo than I let on about, but again, it's in the link in the description below. Just check it out for yourself. But, it sort of gives us an idea, of what to expect, torturing Eugene maybe to make them bullets. That could be very well a thing that they're going to do, with, him taking Eugene. Otherwise, why would he have taken Eugene? Maybe just to get him off Rick's side sort of thing and not make them bullets, which does make sense. It totally does make sense. But at the same time, why not use them to make your own bullets, It wouldn't be a bad idea. So there's probably something that they're going to hold over Eugene's head or something, or just threaten to kill him. And you know Eugene, all right? He's a survivor. Whether you like it or not, call him pussy or not, he's a survivor. He gets shit done. Now, that being said, I mean, no matter what, he's going to survive, right? Because they need him for bullets if they want him for bullets. And, he's definitely going to make himself useful. He's probably going to be rebellious at one point or another, during this stay and say, I'm not doing this. And then he's not going to be as strong as Daryl is basically what I'm trying to get the point across to. He's going to break. He'll probably be like in there one day listening to Easy Street, and he'll just be making bullets the next day. You know what I mean? Like, that's definitely how it's going to work. But either way, I'm definitely interested to see what happens. This promo definitely gives us a little inside look at it. And, this could also be leading to what we discussed before about apparently someone's going to betray Rick's group, the Alexandrians, the survivors. Now, it could very well be Eugene, you know what I mean? It could. I mean, not intentionally, I don't think, of course, because I don't think he would just willingly do it. He's definitely going to be tortured or something and, broken that way, And, that could be what it means by betraying them, which, in my opinion, that's not really betraying anybody. You know what I mean? That's just doing what you need to do in order to keep yourself safe and not dying, That's survival right there. So if Eugene does, I'm definitely going to forgive him. He's not the one who got himself into this mess in the first place. That was Rosita, who first wanted him to make the bullet anyways, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's definitely Rosita's fault. I'm sure she's feeling it, and I'm sure that's the reason why she's just so hateful right now, And I think that when she gets Eugene back and that relationship develops further, between those two, like it does in the comic books, I think it's going to be okay. I really do. I think it's going to be okay. So anyway, that's the promo, everybody. The sneak peek, again, very brief, not too much. It's really just everybody, all of the saviors huddling around Fat Joey's dead body. Dwight comes up, notices that Daryl's bike is gone, and basically in a panic as he hears Negan returning home from Alexandria, of course with Eugene, we get to later find that out. He panics, he runs inside of the compound, runs all the way to Daryl's room where he's usually kept, that broom closet or whatever the hell it is, the cell, and Daryl's not there, alright? He's not there. And Dwight is basically freaking out. He's panicking. And then at the end of the sneak peek, he basically punches the door frame. And that's all we get to see. That's it for the promo and the sneak peek, everybody. There's usually 2 sneak peeks. Not this time. I believe one sneak peek was just a tiny bit longer. That showed Negan like arriving and getting out of the truck after Dwight freaked out. But other than that, it's the exact same sneak peek, just a little tiny bit extended. So with that being said, I'll try to find... Thanks, Truck. I appreciate that. I really do. Now, do I think this episode is going to be fully on the Sanctuary and fully on Negan? Probably. It's safe to assume that it would be. I'm not sure if that's the right direction they should totally go in again. You know what I mean? Like, they've focused completely off of Negan and the Saviors in the past 2 episodes, and they have been wonderful. Now, I'm not saying the Negan and the Saviors, they shouldn't exist, but I'm saying they should exist alongside the core group, because that was one of the downfalls of the first half of the season. It was just everywhere, you know what I mean? Every single episode was everywhere, and then we get to missing characters emotionally, we get detached from them, and we don't really get to experience the whole thing with them. And I think that they should exist, side by side one another, you know what I mean, in the same episode like they usually did. Anyway, it is a extended episode this week coming, rather. I don't know where I was going with that sentence, but it is an extended episode, not 90 minutes. It's only like a 10-minute extra. And by the way, we've only had one normal episode this entire season, which is crazy if you think about it. And I'm pretty sure that it was season 7, episode 5, entitled Go Getters. That was the only episode that was not extended in any way, shape, or form, which is cool, because if you think about it, if you add up all this extra time that we're getting, 10 minutes here, an extra 30 minutes here and there. Of course, we've had 3 90-minute extended episodes now this season. Episode 1, episode 6, I think. Episode 6? I think it was episode 6. Episode 7, actually, I think was 90-minute too. And episode 8. So actually, I'm not sure about episode 6. Yeah, I'm not sure about episode 6, but we've at least had 3, you know what I mean? So that's an hour and a half extra right now. So if you add up all this extra time, it's really cool to think that we're getting about maybe 2 to 3 extra episodes per season now, you know what I mean? If you add up that time, you could technically put it into its own episode. And I think that's really cool. I think that's definitely cool. More Walking Dead, you know what I mean? I'm not complaining. But either way, everybody, my predictions for this week's up-and-coming episode of The Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 11, Hostiles and Calamities. Eugene probably going to piss his pants, quite a bit. Dwight, I think we're going to finally start to see maybe his loyalty wavering towards Negan, or I could be wrong. Maybe they're going to go a different direction than the comic books. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just saying, that could totally be. I'm not sure if I would like that, but at the same time, I would sort of understand it because of Daryl, existing and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be cool. I think there's going to be repercussions, to some people with, of course, Negan finding out that Daryl left. And then, again, he said, don't worry, we will find him. When's the timeline really going to sync up? Are they going to find maybe Daryl going back to the hilltop or something? What's really going to happen here? You know what I mean? That's my main question. And I can't really answer it to be sure. You know what I mean? To be truthful with you, I can't really answer it. I can just give you guys my predictions. And I think that we're going to be seeing tensions high, with Dwight especially. He has sort of an obsession with Daryl. I don't know if it's like a obsession with trying to keep him safe and trying to keep him alive because he kind of looks up to him in sort of way, or obsession with just like, there's nothing left for Dwight outside of Negan, and, he just wants to punish and punish and punish. We're not sure where Dwight's loyalties lie at this point. We've seen him waver in the past. We've definitely seen him waver in the past. And I'm just hoping to see maybe if we get a final, solid answer near the end of this episode, or maybe, start to waver again. That would be cool. But either way, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. This is my episode predictions for Season 7, Episode 11, entitled Hostiles and Calamities. Again, it is a 10-minute extended episode this Sunday, so I'm definitely going to be tuning in. Hopefully you guys will as well. I'm primarily gaming channel, so make sure you guys go ahead and tune in tomorrow for some more gaming videos. Probably going to bring you guys some Black Ops 3, so hopefully you will enjoy that. And with that being said, if you guys only watch my Walking Dead videos, tune back in this Monday, February the 27th, for my episode review of Season 7, Episode 11, entitled Hostiles and Calamities. Talk to you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.
The slow day, the calm, and the night will unfold. I never thought that I would be traveling this road. People keeps missing, the clouds seem to fade, and every occasion I whisper